Okay, here I'm doing another voice interpretation practice. Okay, Deaf Education 3.0 from ewitty, in case you want to follow along. But I'm just going to do a practice voice interpretation for my own personal growth. Oops. Yep. Hey everyone, so far I've been trying to share you a blog about my idea and a concept that I decided that needs more involvement. Trying to truncate it into this goal, trying to give you a more detailed explanation about this concept. So what is this concept? It's to set up a www foundation for its deaf education. So putting that aside. So if you know the concept, there's different groups. They try to figure out, there's different levels. There's education, there's deaf eccentric. They grab the opportunity. And then you have deaf, and then you have hard of hearing, and then you have the identity. They have to have the identity of who are you? Are you deaf? Are you hard of hearing? Then it goes into a different lists. So you got these groups again. How can I set this up? So there's the deaf community is huge. They're very skilled and motivated and excited. They have a huge heart for different people, and they decide, how do we grab these people, these individual people, to get them to come with their expertise and their skills? And then they decide, no, come on. And then there's a huge audience. They try to hook them in. Why? So why? It's important to have all these groups have the same skill, that same popularity, and try to set it up. I want to give them access to this knowledge. It doesn't mean that you have to be just deaf, but it's all of them. Deaf, young, and old. Some of them prefer to learn from students or join in a way that shows that they can benefit. Maybe going to college. Learn sentences, not preaching. Then they're so confused. So I'll give you an example. The volunteering power of this university. There's a presenter. Shows up a PowerPoint. It's really hard to understand. So he tries to hook on the audience, pulls up on his computer, pulls up from the PowerPoint from his computer to his screen, begins his presentation, tries to show the concepts, and they're all watching him completely lost. So he pulls it up, and then finally they understand, oh, it's easy. It's not so bad. Why? Because the human body is more likely to understand the visualization. It's simple, it's basic. It's easier to learn and gain the benefits of the access to knowledge and sharing it online so that people can pull it up on their phones or whatever access that they have to the internet. Then they're able to take it and share that information with others. Wow, I get it. Talking with other people, I get it. But sometimes it's broken. Sometimes they don't understand. Sometimes it doesn't match well. It's that education. It's not full, it's unfulfilled education. So far, it's been enough. You would just send people on their way. Here it is. In the community. Here's the community. They're motivated. They continue to go to colleges and university. And then whatever. They graduate high school and they have enough knowledge, but it's not it's not enough. It's not for success. It's limited. So it's time to seize it for all the deaf communities to gain the control, to parade and make a change in the policies that set up these educational foundations. I read something. It was called Athletics of it's for a medical disease. It's a medical disease of power. So what it's called, it's a new word. I just learned it. It's strictal vislink. It's a common problem. It's with it's a structural problem. And that's what the problem is, period. I didn't catch that. So anyways, we have that problem. The deaf, it's worse being deaf than it is hearing. So you have a whole gamut of things that you can take up and you can read it and understand it and parade around and go and get it, and it's time. You get that? Oh yeah, good. Yeah, good point. Go right ahead. Take that. Yeah. We need that. And it's important to have that wealth of knowledge that I missed that. So people who are genius, it's like people who are geniuses. They are able to take any concept and apply it. They can apply it and give that knowledge to children so that they can experience it one day. So that they can have a preferred better education. And it's our own process to go ahead. For them to read that and be able to learn and understand it from the heart and understand to go ahead and share that wealth of knowledge. Like in a pool, and be able to send it out like a seed, plant it like a seed for other people to learn. Oh, wow, that power. And then be able to take that power and for it to become other people's power. And that power will eventually grow. And then 10 years will be finally like looking and like, wow, this whole amount of power that we see, that we soak in receptively, and it's stuck in our brains, and then it's like every year that people pull up these vlogs, and then they have something that they can support and share and teach other people that they can all learn from. People who don't know anything. So for example, maybe someone that seems like an expert signer pulls up the blog, and he's like, oh, yeah, this is new. Like maybe he's from a farm, and maybe he's an inventor, and then he adds something, and he's able to support that, and the group will grow. Maybe they'll go on Wikipedia, be able to pull it up on Wikipedia. So for being deaf and ASL, it'll benefit the whole deaf and ASL community. It's not like only one community, this community or that community. It's for visual learners and people for them to gain and benefit from it. Maybe they go to university and they can pull it up. And they see someone signing, and then there's additional concepts. They're able to get it and visualize it, picture it, take it from the world and benefit it, understand from it, take it in, and finally know and have it in the back of their heads. Maybe visual learners and then applying it with their body language. It provides them access. It gives them a benefit in the world. Gives them a worldly benefit. I know it's hard, trying to grab people who will do this and put it up on the internet. Hey, how can you do this? How can you set up this? And how can you teach me? How can we share this with each other? How do you know what to pick? How do you know what to set up? It's not just one person or another person. It's everybody's responsibility. And we can be all interconnected. Maybe you can travel and you hear one concept. Oh, it's a lousy concept. And then, wow, maybe there's another concept. It's like pretty far out. Unless you have this unfulfilled concept and you provide access. And then you'll be able to know everybody can pitch in. To be able to see and visualize and be motivated to go ahead and imagine. Everybody can look at it and then wait, and then they're like, screw you. They know if it's wrong. Then the concept is to know that knowledge and that we need access. And if it's gone, then we don't have that knowledge. And there's oppression that occurs. It's like we're all slaves to that oppression. We can boot them out. We don't care. So that. I hope you all pitch in. I hope you will all pitch into this discussion. And then you can join that support for expertise. Expertise.